in. Hey, I'm just doing a bit of a test run right now. I'm actually playing around with well, not a new toy, it's an old toy I've been using, Riverside, for our podcast for quite some time now. And I'm just playing around with this feature here about live streaming. So I'm actually currently live streaming, I should be, on my Facebook profile in a Facebook group here with the 30-day Shoply Affiliated Challenge. I should be live streaming here on YouTube, and we should be live streaming here on LinkedIn. So wherever you are, what platform you're on, whether you're on YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook profile, the Facebook group here, can I just get you to do me a favor and just leave me a comment saying, "Hey Jeff, can hear you loud and clear. Let me know what platform you're on," and that'd be really great if you could just help me to discern that this is a live test that's working really well. Just quickly, just checking on things at the moment here in the background. It looks like it's working here. Let me check LinkedIn. And look like we're working on LinkedIn, are we? Da, 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 da. Not sure. How do I test out? Let's see if that's working on LinkedIn. All right, we might have to come back to that one. Let's go to good old YouTube and see if we're live streaming there on YouTube. So, hey, thank you very much for tuning in and just following along and being part of this journey with me. I really do appreciate all of your awesome support and engagement, and the way that you follow along. It gives me reason and purpose to get up out of bed each day and show up and serve our amazing community here in this space. So let me just quickly just check to see here if we're working on YouTube. Looks like we're live on YouTube. Okay, all right. It says here, welcome to our live show. We are running live on YouTube. Okay, all right. Well, that test is confirmed. What about LinkedIn? LinkedIn looks like we're live too now. Let's just quickly check that one. And looks like we're live here on LinkedIn as well. All right, we can test that one's confirmed. So if you're on either one of these channels, just let me know where you're tuning in from, please. Because I'm actually going to be helping Mr. Michael Silvers running a new podcast that we're about to launch for the Los Angeles Tribune Podcast Network. So part of the reason for this test is he wanted me to be able to set Riverside up to see if we could live stream and do a podcast show for the Los Angeles Tribune Podcast Network. So for the speakers that are part of the training network there, myself, Crystal Chow from Singapore, Aichi from Japan, Karen Hall from over in the USA, and the rest of us who are part of the training network here to be able to be host. And we're going to launch a show, the Los Angeles Tribune Podcast Network show, hosted by myself, Michael Silvers, Karen Hall, the rest of the team, and everything in between. And I'm a poet, and you didn't even know it. So I'm just doing a bit of a test run here to make sure that this is actually functional and we can achieve what we're pulling off here. So looking here on my test run, it looks like we're all working honky dory. We're definitely working on YouTube. I can confirm that it's all working here on LinkedIn. Now let's just go quickly check Facebook here, and I can see that it's working here on Facebook. It looks like you can only see me here though on only me though, so there's a setting issue there that we need to clarify. So picture-in-picture mode closed. Okay, cool. All right, too easy. All right, looks like here on Facebook though, I need to play around with settings because that has only got it locked as only me. So that's interesting. That's why we do these test runs, right? So edit live video. All right, what do we got here going on? So edit live video. Interesting. There's obviously a Facebook setting there that I need to play around with. So it's not just only me that it can go public, but let's just, whilst we're here, I can save that public. No worries. That looks like that's got that sorted. But we want to make sure that that's part of the automation, that I'm not having to come in to do that. There you go. So, hey, thank you very much for tuning in. Hey, let me know what's your best dad joke whilst you're here with me. I've been coming up with some science jokes lately, and, I swear my kids and wife think they're getting worse. But I was thinking about actually creating a joke around sodium, but I thought, nah. Na, you get it? The elements. I thought, nah. Looks like we're working now here live on Facebook. All right, so you can see here. Just quick. Yep. All right. Looks like we're good there. Not sure if we're working in this Facebook group that I had. So let's just see what we got going there. So hey, appreciate you for just hearing me ramble on. We've been running our 30-day Shopley Affiliate Challenge. We're up to day 25 tomorrow. And so I ran a poll in the Laptop Lifestyle Dads community, so, where we go from next. If there's one thing I've learnt around marketing and doing the long haul, it's making sure that as a leader, as an influencer, that we're taking our people on a journey, that we're taking them from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And this is probably one of the major things that I've actually learnt with partnering with Michael Silvers with the Los Angeles Tribune, and part of the momentum, right? Keeping the train on the tracks, keeping it going, right? Is having something that we're leading people at the end of something, so we can then take them to the next part of the journey and the next part of the journey. And momentum actually gets easier as we build that out. It sounds exhausting, right? Having to build something out each time, but it's much easier to keep people on the flow, to keep people moving forward if you've got something to lead them into the next thing. Because otherwise, I reflect on the last 18 months, I've been on a yo-yo roller coaster ride. I'll go ahead, we'll do like a 30-day challenge, we'll get out the gate, we'll get lots of awesome results, and then nothing. And then our results will be reflective 90 days down the period. Our results normally are reflective of that. It's the 90-day factor, lag effect, right? The lead and lag measurements. And a lag measurement, it's a lag effect. And normally it's like a 60, 90-day result. So the actions and the results in the effort that we put in today normally are not going to see as harvested or outcome results for 60, 90 days down the period, down the road. So that's why we want to go from event to event, or show to show, or thing to thing, keeping the flow, keeping the train on the tracks and moving forward. All right, it looks like here on my test that I can confirm that we're live here on YouTube. I can confirm that we're here live on LinkedIn, and I can confirm that I'm live on my Facebook profile, but the Facebook group has not worked properly. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. So, hey, anyway, I just want to share some insights. So we're wrapping up our 30-day Shopley Affiliated Challenge, coming to an end on that. We're up to day 25 tomorrow. So we're going to bring that home with a bang, and we've got some really awesome traction. We've probably got about 20 people at the moment, small numbers, but still consistent numbers. And it's building that loyal army with you to go build things with you, to go run the race together. And huge shout out to Nicole McKay, Joanne Rolls, Jan DeConti, Joanne Cameron, Andrea Webb, Jade and Dave, just to name a few off the top of my head. We've got Christy, Dr. Christy, just to name a few. And so huge shout out to Zach Brown, Jeanette, and Melissa. Awesome work on being consistent, showing up, doing the work, going through and setting up the conversations, getting the sales happening, and starting to see some traction. So, but it doesn't stop here at the end of 30 days, right? The idea is to show you what's possible. The idea is to give you, a really good look under the hood to do this together. But we're going to continue the journey. So I put up a poll in the Laptop Lifestyle Dads community, and doing a pulse check and figuring out what you guys need most. Like, what's the weaknesses? What's the things that you need strengthening on? Is it learning how to get better at recruitment, in DMs? Is it learning how to build teams and help them to duplicate? Is it learning how to create content that, starts conversations and converts with people? Hey, let me know in the comments below what you would like from me and our team. How can we serve you best to go into the next thing? And then, so I'm going to sit down for the next few hours, and I'm actually going to map out the next 3 to 6 months and start to map out this event to event, this challenge to challenge, this thing to thing, to help keep everybody moving forward together. And that's my teaching for you today is how can you create a promotion to promotion, event to event, show to show, thing to thing, whatever that is for your business model, to help you keep the momentum going, to help to keep the growth continuing going on that exponential curve. This is why I loved Dream Trips back in the day, because We went from Punta Cana, then we went to Mexico, then we went to Fraser Island. It was like a 60 to 120 day period between dream trips, but it gave us something to aspire towards. It gave us something to get excited about after the fact. The last event, the last party, the last trip, the last show. And, being on this journey with the Los Angeles Tribune, like, we had the Global Women's Symposium just a couple of weeks ago. Before that, we had the Japan show. Before that, we had the Australian Marketing Summit. Well, up and coming, we've got the big flagship one, which is, very exciting. Everybody's talking about at the moment, which is the Leadership Week, from 1st to 7th of May. And we've got nearly 200 speakers planning to come to speak to us on that entire week. After that, we've got the Australian Leadership Summit. And then we've got the Singapore Leadership Summit. See, the list goes on. You see the theme here? It's about moving from event to event, show to show, to keep the train moving forward, to keep momentum moving forward. What are you doing to keep your people moving forward? And so this is a conversation that I've been having with my team at the moment, and I encourage you to have the same conversation for your own business. Anyway, just wanted to get on and do this quick live test. So thank you very much for allowing me the space to do this test run. And hey, why not use the opportunity there to do a bit of coaching as well, teaching. If you'd love to book in a call with me and reach out, leave a chat in there. I'd love to, set up a 15-minute discovery call with you to see what it looks like with working with us. And we've got something for everybody. If you want to dive into the Los Angeles Tribune podcast network with me, reach out. Let's have a chat. We'll see how that works and, see if we can get you into one of the shows. We can see how we can set your podcast up. We could even see if you wanted to become a licensee on one of our journals. Little bit of a squirrel there. We're actually launching the Australian Journal coming up soon. So very excited about that. A few of us have jumped all in, and we've got our licensing deals. We've still got a couple of spots left for those who may want to explore what that looks like. Anyway, come have a chat with me. And we've got something for someone from somewhere, wherever you're at. If you're looking for mentoring and coaching, great, we've got you covered. If you're looking for a done-for-you marketing agency service, great, we've got you covered. If you're looking to, lift up your authority and your credibility and get more visibility and get more eyeballs, great, we've got something for you in that space too. Let's have a chat and explore what it looks like to work with us and see what we have for you to offer. Anyway, thanks for your time. Looking forward to the next show, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.